It's the 70th anniversary Formula One Grand Prix, lights out, and away we go. And the two Mercedes then head towards Abbey. Bottas ahead of Hamilton. Verstappen's got ahead of Hulkenberg right at the start. Ricciardo is ahead of Stroll.
Somebody's round.
Someone's turned round, and we can see just in the background some puffs of smoke there. We'll try and work out what's happened. But in now, to the loop we go. Bottas on the inside of Hamilton. Verstappen, then comes Hulkenberg, and Ricciardo going wide. Lance Stroll gets past. Daniel Ricciardo. Sebastian Vettel has had problems at the start. He was the car that we saw having all sorts of problems. But here come the two Mercedes into Brooklands. Bottas just ahead of Hamilton. It's like it was 12 months ago in the British Grand Prix. Hamilton pushing and driving forward his teammates.
Bottas just loitered a bit on the apex, then floored the throttle and gave himself a couple of car lengths over Lewis Hamilton there to give him some breathing space. Stroll has also got past the Renault. So a decent start. His teammate locks up a bit. So he picked up some wheel spin on the curb with his right rear on the curb, got a bit of a tank slapper on, and never collected it back up again.
It's a good job. There's a lot of runoff area there.
Yeah.
Max, I think we're a little bit close for tyres at this stage.
Mate, this is the only chance I'm being close to Mercedes. I'm not just sitting behind like a grandma.
The engineers are looking at the data saying, look, the temperatures are going sky high here, back off, but you can't back off if you're a racing driver.
Because as you've got blisters there on the right front, the blisters where the compound on the tyre just erupts. Hamilton's got the same issue going on, and Max is going, come on, I've got two Mercedes in front of me, I'm catching them. Don't take this moment away from me.
As the leader then comes into the pits and leaves his teammate Lewis Hamilton to keep Max Verstappen at bay for as long as he possibly can.
Max will want to go longer on these tyres before he has to put the mediums on, but as I say, they start the race with 106 kilograms of fuel maximum. They'll burn down that, and then in the closing stages you can get away with running a slightly softer tyre, especially if the track's rubbered in.
Hamilton is given the instruction to box, and he'll be mightily relieved to hear that in his earphones.
So now Max needs to get on with it, as his engineer would say to him.
But how far can he go? How far can Max Verstappen go on these tyres? As we watch Alex Albon here going almost onto the grass in his pursuit of Kimi Räikkönen, goes around the outside of Stowe.
Brave.
And they get very, very close. Kimi gave him enough room there and enough respect, and that was bravery from Alex Albon. That's good racing, it really is.
That's top drawer overtaking.
And that's a very good move by Charles Leclerc on Lando Norris, but Norris is coming back at him. Leclerc, though, through the detection zone, had the advantage of DRS, and he's using it to stay ahead of the McLaren. But fair credit to Lando Norris, who's kept well within range there and is going to pursue this one for a bit longer.
This is a completely different game now. If Mercedes has gone straight out and damaged those tyres, I fully expected Bottas and Hamilton to be flying along a whole lot faster than that. In fact, they're not as fast as Verstappen.
Verstappen is the real threat here if he's one stopping.
Max Verstappen is a real threat today as Alex Albon, his teammate, gets past Pierre Gasly.
AlphaTauri's got no grip, and he's gone the long way round and grabbed the racing line. Another bold move then that works nicely for Alex Albon. And now they're going to bring Verstappen in.
And it's a set of mediums.
Is it Verstappen?
It is Verstappen.
Yeah. That's going to put him really nip and tuck with Valtteri Bottas.
Bottas is coming, as you can see, down the main straight. Verstappen now gets to the pit lane exit. This is going to be so tight, and it is the Mercedes out in front of the Red Bull. That extra 3, 4, 5 tenths of a second has cost Max Verstappen the chance to pit from the lead and retain it when he comes out.
Yeah, it wasn't Red Bull's finest start, but he's got the fresh tyres and DRS. He should take very little time to dispatch the Mercedes.
Well, Bottas has moved over to the inside. He's left a gap, though, for Verstappen to attack. And as they go through Brooklands, it's wheel to wheel. Mercedes against Red Bull. Round the outside now at Luffield. Verstappen has got a car length in front. And the inside line for Bottas isn't going to help him there. Verstappen is away and back into the lead. So this is Daniel Ricciardo towards Village. He's seeing his teammate Esteban Ocon trying to get past Danny Kvyat. He had a car right to the left-hand side of him.
Ambition ahead of adhesion there.
and out come the Mercedes crew for Valtteri Bottas, and also the Red Bull crew for Max Verstappen as well. Leader and second place pit. Hamilton will, I'm sure, carry on out in front. Lando Norris down the inside into Stowe on his future teammates. And this is what it looked like for Alex Albon. So he moved himself up into 7th place. So hard tyres to go on for Lewis Hamilton to go to the end of the race. Max Verstappen takes over in the lead of this race. Valtteri Bottas goes through in 2nd place. Charles Leclerc will go through in 3rd. Going down the Hangar Straight, and he's got DRS as well. Another 15 kilometres an hour advantage in terms of pace, but they're wheel-to-wheel now going through Stowe. Hamilton's got the inside line, and he puts himself back into the podium places again. The virtual fan screen cheering their heroes on. Hamilton tries to go around the outside at the loop and now to Aintree, but he's got DRS to go down the Wellington Straight, and this is where Bottas is really in trouble already. Goes down to the left-hand side, protects that inside line, but Hamilton's got the pace to go round the outside at Brooklands, and Max Verstappen leads, and it's now Lewis Hamilton in 2nd place with Valtteri Bottas down in 3rd and struggling. Another move going into Copse for Alex Albon. That's 3 cars he's got past going into Copse. Making his way now around the last couple of corners for his 9th victory in Formula 1 to win the 70th anniversary Grand Prix. Verstappen gives Red Bull the win, their first here at Silverstone since 2012. Hamilton comes home to finish 2nd and to equal that record of Michael Schumacher's. Valtteri Bottas has to settle for 3rd place. And it is very much Red Bull's day and Red Bull's weekend here. The 70th anniversary Grand Prix goes to Red Bull and Mercedes. From here on in, have they now got the challenger that all neutrals want to see? Well, we'll find out in Spain in 7 days' time.